Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, Sash Reads, and this is my Thick Thighs Readathon TBR. I'm so excited for this round of Thick Thighs. I am super grateful for each and every one of you that is participating. But here is my TBR. These are a lot of like hopefuls. It's not going to be strict because I have a lot of books on this TBR, but these are all ones that I really want to get to, or I have ARCs for, or I've got from the library. So yeah. Well, first of all, I'll just go through the prompts again. So you've got queer rep or LGBTQIA plus representation, BIPOC author, a graphic novel or manga or comic, whichever you prefer. And then we've got spooky, so whatever you interpret as spooky, that be intimidating or actual ghosts. And then read a plus size representation book. So that's 5 prompts, and you can double up, triple up, quadruple up, quintuple up. Is that number 5? Either way, let's get into it. I've got a couple books here from the library. First of all, I've got 2 YAs. They're both by BIPOC authors. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. So this is her YA. I'm not sure if it's her YA debut, but I have really enjoyed the romances by this author. I believe it is a second chance romance. You've got Brad and Celine. They used to be besties, but now they're not. And I think they get paired up on a survival course. It looks like it's enemies to lovers too. Okay, so it's not second chance because they weren't together, but they were besties, but now they're not. And I love this cover. I think it's the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Also got The Do's and Donuts of Love by Adaba Jagadar. This is another second chance, maybe, but it's queer because we've got 2 ladies. A baking competition. That's exciting. All right, so we've got Shireen and Chris, who both go on to the baking competition TV show. But then there's also Neve, who's a fellow contestant who Shireen finds herself growing close to quickly. We might have a bit of a, what's a word? I was going to say why choose, but they don't do that in YAs. So it's probably going to be love triangle. But I love how the purple like matches my hair. That's so cute. Okay, so for the graphic novel prompt, I've got 2 graphic novels here. I've got Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. I cannot tell you what this is about, so bear with me. So we've got 5 interconnected short comics follow 4 friends, Kim, Nisha, Devine, and Cookie, through the ups and downs of their daily lives in the Bronx. Okay, so it's going to be like a slice of life sort of thing. I am very excited. Looks very cute, and I love the illustrations already. So I'm excited to be able to rip through this in one day. And I will be vlogging, so don't worry, you'll hear all my thoughts and feels on everything. We've got Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I didn't think I'd pick up another Rainbow Rowell, but when I saw this had fat representation, I said why not? And it's perfect for the autumnal seasons, even though it's spring here in Australia. So you've got Deja and Josiah, who are seasonal best friends. So every autumn they work together at the world's best pumpkin patch, and then they say goodbye every Halloween. This Halloween is different because they're finally seniors. It's their last night where they're actually going to work together and probably see each other. I guess it's going to be their adventures working on the pumpkin patch. The illustration is pretty cool. So it's Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. Okie dokie. So that's the graphic novel prompt and the BIPOC author. I do have more BIPOC authors here, so don't you worry. Let's just go into the ARCs that I have. I've got Enough AF by Heather Baston. So this is about Meg. She thinks she's made peace with her thick thighs and round belly, but when her and her boyfriend share their epic road trip on YouTube, Meg is hounded by both internet trolls and her own demons. They're struggling to gain subscribers and land sponsorships. They pick up a slender hitchhiker who convinces them to post racy photos of the 3 together. Guess it's her trying to come to terms with what she looks like is enough. So hopefully this isn't going to be like fat phobic, like inner fat phobia. There's only 1 review and 1 rating on Goodreads, and that's from the author. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but it's under 300 pages, so hopefully it's going to be good. I'm kind of nervous, just Just letting you know. Another arc that I am into, I'm already like quarter of the way into, I think. That's Between Fear and Favor by Jess Weisskopf. I don't know if you know, I've been following this author for ages and I got a arc for her vampire romance, but when she was looking for arc readers for the continuation in her series about her 30-something mum trying to find her chosen one daughter, I was like, yes please. So the third one picks up pretty much just where the second one leaves off. They're in the middle of a war. I can't really tell you much about it because it is the third book, but just letting you know, I am excited. So my next arc that I have is Yours Forever by Leonor Solis. This is a small town billionaire marriage of convenience. Got Max. I think we met Max in Yours for Now, but Max marries this chick because he wants his father's business, and his father was like, well, you need to get married in like the next 6 months sort of thing, and like all these stipulations, right? So he gets this chick to marry her and then, well, marry him, and then he arrives in her small town 2 weeks later to pretend to be married for like 6 months. It says, Yours Forever is a slow burn, low conflict, dual POV romance with a small town gal and a billionaire big city guy. This marriage of convenience, opposites attract novel includes plus size and Latin characters and open door spice. Next arc I have is Cash by Mary Warren. This is the second in her Glendale Magic series, which is a hockey romance series. So this is about Evie Masterson, who is a plus size figure skater, and her one night stand with Cash Hawthorne, who is the bad boy of the hockey team. Pretty much he froths over her, like he cannot let her go after they have their one night stand. And it looks like we've got a bit of a fake dating as well, because he ends up being her fake date to her sister's wedding. So I'm very excited to get to this. I love Mary Warren's covers. Just the range of the plus size representation on her covers is just, I love it so very much. Another arc that actually did come out last year, and I'm just slack AF, and that is Her Own Happiness by Eden Apiakubi. So this is by the author of The Bennett Women, which I'm pretty sure I read the Full Moon Book Club, I think a couple of years ago. But this is about the sister of one of the main characters from The Bennett Women, and this is about Maya, who's living in paradise until her apartment, her career, and her dreams fall away in a horrible and dramatic fashion. I guess it's about her like picking herself back up after that. It's tagged as LGBT, so must be queer, which is very exciting. And then my last arc on this list is Song for His Siren by Mary Jane Darling. So this is Mary Warren's monster romance persona. This is one of the Fated Dates novellas in the plus size monster romance series that a bunch of authors are doing. So this is at a Ren fair where history and fantasy exist as one. Callie's enchanting voice captivates every listener. Little does she know her life is about to be transformed forever. Kuldruk, who is a formidable orc from a distant realm, arrives with the single thought to find his one true mate and save the dying magic of his clan. So his journey leads him to the fair where he hears the siren song, which is Callie. We've got the cheeky Scottish witch here too. Oh my gosh, so she comes up in like pretty much all of her books. So I just love that she's in her monster romance books too. That's so exciting. Okay, so for the spooky prompt, I really want to read Come Out by Alexia Onyx. So it says, Come Out. It's a spicy paranormal dark romance. It does contain heavy themes, including depression, suicidal ideation, grief, and loss. This is about Aiden, who I believe is a ghost already, and Sky, who is experiencing loss and grief, and so she tries to hurt herself, I believe. That's where she meets Aiden, who doesn't want her to do that stuff, because yeah, they fall in love, and I'm excited to see how do you do it with a ghost. That's what I would like to know. Another monster romance on my TBR is The Fae Queen's Captive by Sierra Simone. This is about Janeth Carter, who's given up on magic. She wants to spend the rest of her life as a sensible archaeologist. She then gets kidnapped and dragged into the fairy land, or the Fae land, where she is at the mercy of the coldly lovely and incredibly cruel Stag Queen. So she wants to get home, so she offers the Queen a bargain. She'll be a willing captive the Queen's pet, so long as the Queen promises to keep her safe until Janeth leaves Fairy. But Fae promises are complicated things, and nothing in Fairy, even pleasure, even love, comes without a price. So this is a dark sapphic standalone romance, and it's set in the shared world of the Peculiar Taste series. So I've read 2 other books in this series, even though I have all 6 of them right here with me. So I'm very excited to get to this. And then last but not least, this is going to be like a sort of unspecified buddy read, but this is Cubs and Campfires by Dylan Drake. So this is a cozy summer romance with low angst and a high heat. So this is queer, this is fat. I'm so incredibly excited. So I think we've got 2 bear shifters. Maybe it's just one. Are they even shifters? I thought they were shifters. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe I thought they were shifters because of like the cubs, like bear cubs. Anyway, so we've got Luca Torres, who is a struggling journalism graduate who never meant to take a vow of celibacy. So now he's got no choice. He has to take the most isolated job he can find, a fire lookout in the rural and picturesque mountains of Washington state. When he gets there, he sees the husky and flirtatious Altair Osmond, a musician and wilderness enthusiast who takes up camp nearby. Now he must decide what he really desires, the career at the prestigious newspaper or the big bearded bear he can't get out of his head. Maybe that's why I thought they were bear shifters, because one of them was like a bear, but now I'm like, no, that's slang. Anyway, Cubs and Campfires is a sweet and spicy romance about chunky men, cozy woods, and cuddles under starlight. So yes, that is my Thick Thighs TBR hopefuls for the week. Let me know down below, what are you going to be reading? I would very much love to hear it. And join us on the Cubs and Campfires buddy read. There are a couple of us reading it together, so I'm very excited to I love buddy reading, because just reading along with someone like at the same time, there's just something so, I don't know, just like, I love it so much. I will be vlogging my whole week, so look out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. You can also add me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Storygraph. It's just @SashReads. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.